Moving on to football now, Bafana Bafana will take on Rwanda tomorrow afternoon and will do so with confidence, having beaten Benin 2-1 in their opening World Cup qualifier. With Nigeria picking up just 2 out of a possible 6 points in the same group thus far, tomorrow's game against the West Africans turns into a potential 6-pointer for Hugo Broos' men. Joining us now to preview the game is FarPost editor Mthokozisi Dube. A very good afternoon. Welcome to Newzroom Afrika. South Africa sitting pretty at the top of Group C before they've even played their second fixture. I don't think anybody predicted this before they went into the qualification campaign, did they?
Yeah, look, I think they've done quite fairly fine in terms of getting results in the last year. I think the last time Bafana lost was in June last year against Morocco away from home. So they've been, it's been draws or wins. So I think they went into the campaign with a bit of positivity. And obviously starting off at home against the Benin side, that had obviously not won, I think in about 9 games, I think they had to at least start off, with a win, but not convincing. So they still have a lot of work to do going into tomorrow's game.
So South Africa are unbeaten in 12 games under the tutelage of the Belgian mentor Hugo Broos. This victory was also the first match of their past 4 World Cup qualification campaigns that they've actually been victorious. But you don't really see that in the fans coming out to support the team, do you? Why is that?
Yeah, look, I think it takes a bit of time to rebuild confidence. I think the fans have been disappointed, for the longest of times. Bafana have not done very well in major international competitions. We've not gone to an AFCON and done well. We've not been, qualifying for these big tournaments convincingly. So I think over time fans lose, faith in the team, and it's going to take a bit of, time to regain their confidence so that they start coming back to fully support the team. But I think they're on the right track, although, a lot of work still needs to be done. I mean, watching the Benin game, the second half, I think Bafana were a bit poor in the second half, which obviously would be a concern for many fans, especially going away in a game against Rwanda. So they still have a lot of work to do to convince fans to back them.
This is the same Rwanda team that drew goalless with Zimbabwe, a Zimbabwe that went on to draw 1-1 against Nigeria. How big of a challenge is tomorrow going to be? We already saw SAFA release a video of Coach Broos speaking about the quality of the pitch in Butare. The Stade Huye being subpar and even calling for CAF and FIFA to take a look at it.
Absolutely. You'd remember that Zimbabwe played in the same stadium and, they played a goalless draw against Rwanda. And I actually had a chance to interview a local-based, South Africa-based Zimbabwean player, just asking them about the condition of that pitch. I think for starters, playing on artificial turf is not very easy. But then I think the issue with this one is that it's also apparently it's not in a very good state. So it's going to be difficult, playing in that kind of condition. And also, they're playing, in front of the home fans, So, what I got from the Zimbabwe, player is that, the local crowd is a bit hostile. They obviously want to push their team to at least win this game and go top of Group C of the qualifier. So I think they face the home fans. They also have to play in a very terrible pitch. But also I think we also have our own challenges as Bafana. I think 3 players could be out of this game. Crucially so, left back Aubrey Mudiba is actually struggling with an injury. Innocent Maela has been out. So I think it's a bit tricky. Hugo Broos will have to try and find a solution in that position. So we've got a challenge there. Evidence Mahopa, who played as our striker in the home game against Benin, is also a doubt for the game. Mutubi Mvala is at the back. So we also have our own challenges to make sure that we go into this game and pick up 3 points. And when we go into the next round of qualifiers in June, we are sitting pretty at the top. So it's going to be a bit tricky for Bafana.
It certainly is going to be. Just add to that injury list of concerns for South Africa, Evidence Mthokozisi. And after this match tomorrow, it is going to be all focus on AFCON, where South Africa are up against Mali, Namibia and Tunisia. Mthokozisi Dube is the editor of FarPost. We thank you so much for your time here on Newzroom Afrika.